Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Colts Talk, and we are here with a new video. And today we are talking about the Colts versus the Houston Texans. But before I get into it, I would like to thank all the recent subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you are new, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the noti button as well so you can know when I go live. And also hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate each and every one of you. So let's talk about the Colts versus the Texans. So this is the first matchup of the season where we get to face off Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is a sneaky athlete. He's a good quarterback, very athletic, and he can get the ball down the field in an instant second. Now, you know the Colts' problem this year is mobile quarterbacks. We always have an issue with mobile quarterbacks. For some reason, quarterbacks that can get out of the pocket and throw on the run and escape is really our kryptonite right now. We really can't stop him. You've seen it with Lamar Jackson. Even Gardner Minshew week one, even though he's not a mobile quarterback, he was able to get around us. Ryan Tannehill did it. Aaron Rodgers did it. And now we got to go up against one of the best mobile quarterbacks in the NFL, and that's Deshaun Watson. So I would love to see how this defense is going to turn around from last week's debacle and try to figure this situation out against stopping Deshaun Watson. Now, the Texans' record doesn't show how really good they can be. Their potential is there. If you actually watch the games, their offense is starting to become more consistent and starting to wake up. Now, this game, they're not going to have Will Fuller or Bradley Roby, I think, due to suspension. So that does ease up the pressure a little bit for the Colts. But it still doesn't count out the Houston Texans because they have the potential. They still have a decent wide receiver core without that guy, Will Fuller, who is pretty much a go-to target for Deshaun Watson. And their defense is pretty decent as well. You still have J.J. Watt, who is currently on a streak of swatting footballs. We all know how good J.J. Watt is. This could be a big issue for the Colts because our offensive line has been looking pretty bad so far. It's been looking pretty bad. So if J.J. Watt can get comfortable and force pressure on Phillip Rivers, who currently didn't practice today due to his toe, could be a big issue. This could be another trap game for the Indianapolis Colts. And that's one thing we don't need. We don't need another trap game because after last week, the Colts have to bounce back this week. We have to bounce back and get a win. Now, I'm not going to say if we do win, it's going to be a key pivotal win or a big win. I'm just saying we have to go out and win this game. Nyheim Hines to wake up this game. I'm going to need him to go off this game. Now, Jonathan Taylor will be active. So that's a good thing to see he'll be back on the field. But we know the Texans are pretty good at stopping the run. I don't know what it is against the Colts, but I feel like they're going to have something against us on the run game. So we're going to have to figure it out in the passing game. And hopefully Phillip Rivers can game manage and get the ball out to all those targets that he has on the offense and get the chains moving. We can't have any turnovers against the Houston Texans because if we give Deshaun Watson time, he is comfortable in that pocket or on the mobile runs where he's running and play actions and all that good jazz. It's going to be a long game. It's going to be a long game, so it's just going to come down to turnovers in this one. We cannot turn the ball over. And J.J. Watt is doing a great. If you guys watch the Texans football, J.J. Watt looked pretty darn impressive on Thanksgiving. He really did. All the swats, the interceptions, the fumbles, J.J. Watt looked pretty good, and it's a scary sight. It's a scary sight when J.J.'s playing good because you don't know what your offense is going to do. Now I just hope Coach Frank draws up a good game plan and try to edge us to a victory, and I just hope we limit our turnovers on offense. And I just hope our defense also wakes up. Our defense got to wake up this game. This is going to be another key game for the Colts. We're going to need a Julian Blackmon interception. We're going to need a few fumbles, maybe a few sacks. But it's going to be hard to stop Deshaun Watson getting a sack because if you guys haven't seen, this dude breaks almost 3 tackles per game. He breaks 3 sacks per game. It's just hard to get this guy down. So hopefully without Will Fuller, the defense could put more pressure on Watson and force some mistakes. Now we know T.Y. Hilton is so good at beating the Texans. So we're going to probably need a T.Y. Hilton game this game. He did score a touchdown last week, so maybe that might be a change. Maybe T.Y. can break out and go for 100 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. This just might be possible. But we got to get on the football. Michael Pittman Jr. can go off this game. You know, Mo Ali Cox can go off this game. Trey Burton can get 3 touchdowns. We know Trey Burton is starting to become a valuable target to Phillip Rivers or whoever's at the quarterback position on Sunday. Trey Burton could be a valuable asset, and maybe he can take our offense to another level to win us this game. I don't think this is going to be a run game for the Colts. We can't really run the football effectively this week, and I feel like the Texans are going to be able to stop that. I feel like the Texans are going to be able to stop the run. Now, hopefully, when I'm saying this, the Colts can prove me wrong. I hope the Colts will prove me wrong and actually run football effectively. But I think Phillip Rivers will try to lead us in the air and try to lead us to victory by passing the football. So we will see how this goes. But let me know in the comment sections who will be the MVP of this game and the score predictions. Until next time, this is Colts Talk signing out. Peace.